Welcome back. It's a little bit nippy here, so I decided to put on a jacket.
It is actually getting a bit cold. I thought that myself. I'm gonna slip mine on.
Yes, because you've been wearing the same shirt for the last 2 days.
Yeah.
This Rel's a dirty boy. He does wear the same clothes for like 2 days straight. But yeah, I've decided to put on my jacket because it's getting a little bit colder in here, but we're fixing this issue as we speak. However, it's time for the next game, and this again a lot of people have been wanting for a while. It's going to be mythiX versus XTC. XTC, a team that managed to get a little bit of an upset yesterday versus Infused, and actually put themselves in a decent position within the bracket. Of course, they're meeting mythiX right now, and this is the upper bracket semi-final.
Yeah, so closing in now to the winning bracket fight. I mean, this puts them in, is that a top 6 or is it top 8?
Top 6.
Can't work it, yeah, top 6. So, you know, whoever loses out of these teams, even if they go straight out of the tournament, they're still going to finish with a good placement. Yeah. And this is going to be a really hard one to call. I am slightly edging towards mythiX based off what we saw yesterday. But XTC, like you said, have surprised a lot of people. And they aren't a surprise team as such because everyone knows they are a decent team. But I don't think people were expecting them to play as well as they have been. So let's just see if we have received an invite.
Yes, we have. There's an invitation from Dizzy.
Yeah.
I just need to mute some of these fine individuals.
And I did a little bit of an interview with Prodigy, who seemed quite confident that he's going to take this. mythiX, of course, being the French lineup with Agony, who's got a bit of Belgian in him. And the UK lineup of XTC.
I had a little bit of oh wait.
Let's not even go
there.
Nope,
that's not.
We've only just started this game. We're not even in the game yet.
And already we begin.
Yeah. So we'll just go ahead and mute all those. So it's going to be don't capture the flag first, it would seem. Very small map. That's usually...
it's one way of calling it.
Yeah, it's the smallest map on the game, so you usually get to see a lot of gunfights, and some people can really put big numbers in here. Hopefully see a 40 bomb maybe. Anything's possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially considering there's a lot of open spaces here, especially if you're on the defensive side on this map. My apologies, defensive side. If you're on the Spetsnaz side of the map, then you have a lot of opportunity to sit inside the quote-unquote vacant area of the map at the ACR and just sit outside and just shoot through tank, and you can just quickly just crown through towards the dome. And especially considering mythiX are pretty much on the solid side of the map right now.
I mean, the way Prodigy was throwing those grenades there, he's clearly learned his grenade spots. He timed that perfectly and actually picked up a kill as a result of it. He's going to be the defensive AR for the team, and he's spotted Mello, who gets a really nice shot against him. And we're seeing XTC now on a big push.
Now let's take a look at these rosters. mythiX, of course, coming up with Carnage, Prodigy, Agony, and Diablo. XTC with Melo, Arcade, Dizzy, and Fizz. Yep. Of course, Arcade is actually Lee. My apologies.
It's just down as Lee. I don't know. Is that Busby? I believe.
Busby? Well, we have a list with all the players here, so
well,
let's see.
Well, we are just having a quick look over that. Let's stick on board. Let's go with Agony, a brilliant SMG. So he's going to be doing a lot of objective work at the moment, throwing all his stuns and semtexes over, which do connect but don't pick up any kills. Going to be pushing the bottom bunker now and heading towards the backside of the flag.
I'm just quickly cross-repping here. Oh, of course. I'm looking at the wrong mythiX.
Yeah, but
oh, here we go.
Oh, and this is really good
Busby,
for XTC. Yep. So it's Busby playing on Archie's Lee. I'm not sure how to say that game attack, but it is Busby in the
We know it's
XTC
Busby, and that's all that matters.
So here we go, watching Diablo now. mythiX under a little bit of pressure. XTC are on a good push here. 3 down. This flag is surely going all the way home. That was actually 4 down for a short period of time. First flag goes in favor of XTC.
XTC picking up the first flag here already. Oh, that's a beautiful play from Carnage. An absolutely beautiful little double there. Looking to move out. He's got his SMG in hand, and he is on his way to get that flag going. But there's a little bit of backup. There's Prodigy, the man who claimed that he could do it all together with the rest of his team. And he's going to get a little bit pinned in, and this is going to take a little bit of time for him to get back into its play. Carnage goes down, and it leaves only one assaulter standing on the line, and they need at least 2 people in order to grab that flag and safely bring it back home.
Carnage with multiple land wins under his belt, ranging from EGL4 to Reflex GT 4. And I believe he's also won some French ones.
3.
He's won 3 altogether, so 3 first place
No,
finishes.
Reflex GT 3.
Oh, he won Reflex GT 3. I'm pretty sure he was in the mythiX lineup when...
that was 3. Reflex 1. Reckless 1, 2.
4. I'm sure he won 4. Well, anyway, he's won lands.
Oh, wait, no, never mind, because there was no 3.
Ah, yeah. That was the FIFA one.
Only Momo won 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
the talented FIFA player that he is. But yeah, anyway, here we go with Diablo sitting back now with the ACR. So yeah, like I was saying, I did a little bit of an interview with Prodigy, who seemed very confident they'd take this 3-0.
Fizz in the meantime will get himself a double, setting up to get inside of the mythiX base. No, not bad, Carnage. Not bad at all. He needs himself a little bit of a friend. Where's Prodigy to back him up so he can move over towards the dome and pick up the flag? Setting up quite nicely. Stunts going all over the place. He can clean up the house, and he's looking very, very good indeed. Where's Prodigy to help him out?
Carnage doing some real work there. He actually managed to kill 4 of the enemy team before he actually died. All quite unlucky on not getting that pistol kill. Diablo's in a really good space to cut off the spawns, but it's going to be Agony who's doing the work for mythiX at the moment.
Agony has been doing very, very, very good so far. There's the flag. Gets Mello down as well. Can he go around the pier? Nope, there it is. As it's right now, Carnage 12-8. And that's really, really good. Diablo has been in defense with the ACR on the inside. 12-9, pretty much as expected. XTC Fizz, 13-5. Very, very strong play. How did Diablo not manage to see that?
Who knows, but a good play from Busby to actually make that Semtex kill. Watching Agony now, who is pinned back a little bit now. He's wanting his teammates to support him so he can break out. Does pick up a kill, but he knows that there's going to be someone else waiting as soon as he pokes his head around that corner.
Well, we've gone through these motions several times, and both sides know what is going on. Maybe an idea for mythiX to start mixing up a little bit. They have done this before, and they will no doubt do it again. But the thing is, if you do one thing too many times, it's just like tuberculosis. If you use too much antibiotics, then suddenly it will become resistant.
Oh, I love it. I like the analogy there. Watching Agony though still as we go into the final 35 seconds of this game. Good kill against Busby. There is time for one last flagpole. Kills Fizz. That is 3 down, and that is 4 down.
He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Oh, he almost got knifed there as well by Dizzy.
Agony on the spawns. That was brilliant play reading that. That's 6 down for XTC. They've still not got a kill.
That's a very long route he's taking as well.
Diablo and Carnage just following up on kills.
If he gets by his Bastard car wreck here, he should be fine. Yes, he will. This is going to be a cap.
Yep, so he's going to run that home. So a late capturing round number 1, evening things out 1-1. Very, very close. mythiX just hanging in there as we go into round number 2 on a tie.
It's 1-1 it is going to be. We've seen nothing but stopwatches only today. The first match, which was previously, which was Foreign versus Infused, which was a stopwatch right off the bat with 44 seconds on the clock. If this is going to go like this, then we could be looking at a very, very interesting day for Modern Warfare 3, especially if we see nothing but stopwatches. Probably one of the best things that we've ever imported from the United States.
Yeah, it's a good idea, because otherwise, I mean, if you were just replaying that capture the flag over and over.
And it goes over and over, and especially when it's on maps like Radiation, and it takes forever.
And I mean, if the teams just kept going, we could literally be seeing...
Exactly, and this is a lot more intense as well.
So it is quite a lot better this way. mythiX on a really good push. Agony doing amazing there. That was actually 4 down against XTC. Mello was spawned in a brilliant position though to cut this off. He sees 2 people, unable to pick up the kill, and the flag almost escapes him.
And there's a lot of talk actually that mythiX are not nearly as good as they used to be. We could call this Fnatic syndrome, I guess.
Yeah, possibly.
Because I mean, in many games actually, Fnatic used to be really, really good. On Modern Warfare 2, Fnatic domination early on Black Ops, Fnatic in control. Call of Duty, say Call of Duty 4, Fnatic in control. I don't see them anymore these days.
No, I mean they actually don't have the Call of Duty team anymore. It was previously the Western Wolves lineup, which is the international branch
plus Daredevil
of Lowland Lions. Yeah, we've got Daredevil on board with them. So yeah, they've moved on. But a really strong team who aren't actually attending this event, but I'm sure will be attending many of the European ones.
Indeed. Instead, we get Lowland Lions. That's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, so
in the meantime,
Lowland Lions actually won the game. It was extremely close. It went 3-2 to Lowland Lions against Apex Germany on main stage.
Versus Apex Germany?
Yep.
That is surprising.
Yeah, well, Apex Germany, you know, they've got a fresh lineup for this Reflex after what you could call underperforming at the previous one.
That's a mild understatement.
But
what was their final score last time? It was 19th, 21st?
It was around that amount.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact placement, but you know, they were looking to change that. They are now in the losers bracket and fighting their way through there. Amongst some other good teams, and Brutality, Team Foreign in the losers bracket now, but as we move late into the tournament, that's just going to be the case for many teams.
Indeed. Back in the game, though, 3 minutes to go. The flag score currently is 0-1, as mythiX has managed to cap earlier on, making the score 2-1, and this is opening many doors for the French lineup right here, right now. Let's see what Mello can do here. if he can actually go in, and throws a couple of decent stuns in there, but does he have any backup? It does not appear to be the case, and that's just going to ruin his day.
Yeah, Dizzy. Oh, he's at the fire, takes a lot of damage there, but doesn't go down. Just continuing that push, but runs straight into the Semtex of Diablo.
Yeah. Running through those containers is really a difficult task.
Carnage seems to be playing really well. I'm not sure what his current kills and deaths are at the moment. He's just able to bring them up. Just check out on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Let's see.
So 20 to 13 for Fizz.
Let's have a look, Carnage. So there we go. 23 to 15 for Carnage. Doing really, really well this game. And I've kind of noticed that he's playing SMG objective, or at least pushing up with that SMG. And Agony also playing brilliantly. There we go. 3 down against XTC. Fizz is left alone. He's got to defend this. And he does a good job in doing that.
Whether or not that was enough to defend the actual base. How many were down there? There's 1 down at the moment. Mello, Dizzy, and Lee still standing. Lee is actually going to go in full-on defense. As his ACR will be able to control outside very, very easily. He's in a good position, has a lot of cover from both the tank as well as the car. You know what? He can control most of this side of the map from this position right here. Yeah,
and Busby, a really good player. He's continually placed top 8 in recent LAN events, and he's looking to mirror that in this one. So watching him as he is on defense now. He has spotted someone, should be able to pick up that kill against Carnage. But they are losing this at the moment. They are trailing by 1 flag, so the mythiX squad do have the advantage.
Right now, I am actually thinking that mythiX is going to pull another flag here at this rate. Where's Diablo? Oh, that's a 3-piece right there, right off the bat. Can he actually manage to get the flag out? That is the question. 55 seconds remaining on this clock. Lee is still just sitting in this corridor, also known as Busby. And you know what? This positioning here, defending this side of the map is actually quite easy.
Yeah, so he's got a very good sight here for him. I mean, the corridor is so narrow and he's got the long-range gun. It's extremely predictable that someone will be in this spot, and usually you'll see people just poke around that corner and throw a Semtex or a stun or something. But despite that, people will still go there as it's just such a dominant spot on the map for defending. Crawling his way around that corner now. As he continues to do that, I'm just going to jump on board with Fizz, who is also on defense. They have actually lost this though, as there is no one that's going to be able to push up for that flag in time to capture it.
10 seconds to go, and we're going to write this down for mythiX, and we're going to move on towards Search and Destroy quite quickly. And looking at this lineup that mythiX has going for themselves, Carnage, Agony, and Frags in general, Fizz really pulling it forward for XTC, but it was not enough. 27 to 16, while on the other hand we have 26 to 18 for Carnage, for Agony, and Diablo trailing right behind him with 20 and 21 respectively. We'll have to see how S&D is going to go, but I'm going to say that mythiX is going to pick that one up as well.
Yeah, well, like I said, I mean, I did think this would be quite a close game. Both of these teams really, really strong in this tournament, but I am edging towards mythiX to win. Who will take the S&D? I'm not sure, but the map is going to be Bootleg, one that we've actually streamed quite a lot so far in this tournament.
Yeah, Bootleg has been pretty much one of the main staples of the map list so far, as it used to be with Hard Hat. Actually, it used to be in previous LAN. Hard Hat being constantly played, and people hated it so much. You and I had whole discussions about it, how terrible the map was, and Delta's pretty much controlling every single time.
Yeah, there was a one very dominant side on that capture the flag. But yeah, the community decided to get rid of it, or the rules council of the
rules council. I see like a semicircle of wise men. Like, can you imagine Mello with like a gray beard, like sitting there, like, no, we're not going to do this.
I strangely can actually. In a weird
like
sort of way.
Robes and like candles, like scented candles, of course, because you know you have to get a little bit of.
I'm not sure what sort of meeting this is, but. But in any case, here
and
we
afterwards they can go to the bathhouse. Something like that. Let's get it back into the game. It's time for Search and Destroy. We're going to go towards Bootleg. Take it away.
Here we go with XTC. We're going to watch them on the defense, and I'm on board with Dizzy now, the ex-Vexus member, I believe. Or I might be getting confused with Fizz. I know Fizz used to be in Vexus, but in any case, Dizzy is playing here, and he's playing an SMG role. Pushed up quite a bit, but he's just staying back enough not to give his position away. Stuns are coming over though, and they are connecting on him, just keeping his head over there. It's an extremely hard spot to kill. Oh, and he should be picking up kills like that. So extremely difficult to actually kill someone when they're just poking the head over there. And some loud shouts coming from the station surrounding this desk. Anyway, Dizzy finally falls. Fizz now is left, I believe, alone to actually defuse this bomb. But first, he's going to have to take both Prodigy and Diablo. Prodigy poking his head around long enough just to see that no one was defusing, and he's just going to run away now and wear that time down. Here we go then, and Fizz still up top at the moment. He's going to have to go for this defuse. It's in a way, it's kind of pointless because, you know, mythiX are going to be timing that perfectly. And there we go, Prodigy picks up the kill. 1-0 to mythiX.
1-0 it is for mythiX as initially predicted. We'll have to see whether or not they're going to be able to do the same on their attacking side. If they manage to pick up their attacking side, they'll be looking very, very strong for the next few rounds. Then again, we may have been saying that previously. What we saw with Foreign versus Infuse is where Foreign picked up 3 rounds back-to-back.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden Infuse did the same thing, winning 3 rounds back-to-back and actually winning the actual map at that point in time. So let's take a look here at what XTC is going to pull out of their high hat.
Yeah, and as per usual, we see both teams having a big push towards that B-bomb site, and it looks like mythiX are holding back a little bit because they've allowed XTC to get in there and get set up, but Prodigy, despite this, manages to take out Fizz.
Diablo in the meantime, ready to go. How many players are still standing here for mythiX? It's just going to be Carnage. Is he going to pick up Mellow? Yes, he will. A little bit slow there on the attack. The bomb has been planted, and he is showing himself to be very, very capable. A lot of sponging going on there on one of the XTC players. It's just Bubsy and Dizzy remaining on that lineup. Remember, it's 2-on-1, and Carnage has already picked himself up 1 in this series, so it could be a nice little 3-man just for him. We'll see whether or not he's going to pull it off.
Carnage suspecting that someone would be up there, but it looks like the XTC team are playing this very wisely and keeping him back. Ooh,
unlucky.
Doesn't manage to pick up Dizzy there. Dizzy was just lying prone and gets the better of Carnage.
And this opens up so many doors. Both teams have both won a defensive round here on Bootleg. I'm quickly going to look through my statistics from previous times we actually have played Bootleg. Yeah, actually, last time we saw Bootleg on Search and Destroy was versus Apex and Skung. Sun Gaming at that point in time. Am I correct with that? Yeah, we should be. Yeah. And that was a 4-0 actually for Apex. Yeah. Obviously, Apex are in a completely different category towards Skang suppliers.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, but that's kind of how it is. But when it comes to these two teams, they're a little bit more on the same line. Now, right now, both sides have won a defensive round. So if whoever wins an offensive round right now will have the ability probably to win this match.
Exactly. There we go. Bomb goes down very early. 2 minutes on the clock, doesn't get mythiX and mythiX take it. That was a really quick round.
Again, though, on their defensive round.
Yep. So defenses do. The mythiX, was that the defensive round?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
They opened up, but their first round was a defensive, which was a mythiX. The last one was a XTC, which was their defensive, and now it's a mythiX defensive round.
Oh.
So we're going to be switching over to XTC for their defensive round.
Okay, on the attack. I'm not sure what's happened there, but oh well. On the attack anyway, and it's going to be Mellow who's pushing on that B-bomb site. Stuns and Semtex go out, but Prodigy manages to kill Dizzy.
Fair enough. Prodigy opening up fire here. This does open up a lot of doors, so to speak, because now we have the bomb planted. That's a really fast plan, actually.
Yeah, again, I mean, they're pushing that bomb site every single time. Every team that we ever see will always converge around there. mythiX, though, just out-slaying XTC. There is only going to be one XTC member left, and I'm just checking who... Oh, no, all of XTC are down. mythiX are going to get this.
And there we have it, 3-1.
So 3-1, storming through the Search and Destroy and looking to take this best out of 5 to 2-0.
Let's not count XTC out just yet. Even though we kind of said earlier on that mythiX probably has better individual skill, which is important when it comes to Search and Destroy, but then again, covering fire as well being very important. Okay, 3-man going straight towards B here for mythiX.
Yeah, so here we go. And Diablo actually running out with the pistol. Switching back to his SMG, did manage to connect the stun grenade. Semtex goes out. I don't think it's going to pick up that kill.
And that's going to leave 3 of mythiX players all by themselves. Then again, that's for 75% of the team, but what can you do? XTC in the meantime doing very, very strong. It's going to leave Carnage all by himself. Versus how many? Too many, maybe. Versus 4. We've only seen 1 ace this tournament so far, and sadly enough, this round we're not going to see 1.
No, it was 1 versus 4. He'd been stunned about 4 times. Semtexes were coming in. All of the XTC players knew where he was. He didn't really stand a chance there. but gave it his all. So we're going to stay on board with this team for one further round. Will it go to 3-3, or will they be able to? Will mythiX be able to take it?
I think mythiX is now going to sweep this clean and make it a 4-2.
Well, it is the defensive side, and as we've said, the teams that are playing at the moment seem to be winning their defenses on this map a little bit more than their attacks.
A little bit more, but we probably should make some statistics about that as well. Yeah. Let's see what's going on there.
Oh, and a double Semtex coming in. It was Mellows that actually picked up the kill.
That's a nice little stun there.
Duncan X. Will this Semtex be able to pick up the kill? No, it will not. Bomb is down now for XTC. They could be coming right back into this. Diablo actually knew someone was there. That was really good play from Diablo, not forgetting that there was a guy around the area. Managed to take out 2. He is currently against Dizzy and Fizz. This could potentially be a 1 versus 4 and defuse, but time is running out very quickly. And if XTC were playing, playing this wide, one of their members would have ran far, far away from that bomb. And he's tested it. He went for the fake defuse, but it didn't flush any of the XTC members out. He does find one at the top of the stairs, but regardless, Dizzy is going to win that gunfight. And it does go to 3-3 now, so things getting extremely close. And this really could go either way.
Bit of a surprise, actually, that XTC is starting to come back now. It's XTC managed to surprise people in the matchup versus Infuse as well, and now versus mythiX. Now this is really, really good play.
Yeah, we'll stay on board with mythiX then for this final round box. We're already on them. And I'm going to watch Prodigy as he pushes right down this left-hand side with the SMG. He's got extreme conditioning pro on, so he's getting up as far as he can. Carnage will also be using that same perk, covering an equal distance, but it is Carnage that is going to die first. Watching XTC, it was XTC Fizz that killed him, so we're watching Prodigy now, who's gone back on himself. Bomb has been planted though. XTC are looking quite strong here. It's 3 versus 3. Mellow and Dizzy picking up kills. It's all up to Prodigy to 1 versus 3 and defuse with only 35 seconds, and it's not gonna happen. So XTC actually take that. That was a really big comeback from 3-1 down to end up winning 4-3.
Yeah, absolutely. mythiX picking up the CTF, XTC picking up the S&D in a very, very close matchup. And again, like we've seen before, a team gets ahead of the other ones, and all of a sudden they find themselves a second win, and they come back into the game, and we actually start out winning it. We've seen it at least 4 to 5 times now in this tournament over the last 2 days, and it's actually starting to be quite special to see these things. Let's take a look at the stats as well. Can you just pop them back up, please?
Let's bring them back up.
Let's see here. 7-4. We don't see any ridiculous play, but Agony and Carnage kind of underperforming there, especially considering their CTF play on Dome.
Yeah, because he did go really, really big for on the capture the flag. Interestingly, the capture the flag, there was only 1 flag in it. That search and destroy, there was only 1 round in it, so a very close game that we've got here. And they're just going to be, didn't mean to bring up the guide. They're just going to be setting up the new capture the flag map. Not sure what the delay is there.
Strangely enough, the Fizz actually managed to continue his spree like he was doing on CTF, playing top player for XTC on S&D as well as the first CTF map. So let's see whether or not he can continue his composure. Can continue to hold his composure on map number 3, which is going to be coming up to our screens very, very shortly.
Yeah, so remember, both of these teams are currently in the winner bracket semi-final, playing for a place in that winner bracket final. If the team that wins this is 2 games away from winning the whole Reflex GT 7 tournament. So that will be big for them.
Yeah, we have planning to have our final somewhere tonight around 9 o'clock-ish, if I'm not completely mistaken. We don't have the brackets in front of us right now due to some complications with the Reflex GT website. Apparently the stream was linked to a website, an American website, and on the it was linked through an image, and the image was hosted on the Reflex GT server. Now this website apparently has an average daily viewers of around 600,000 users.
Okay.
So it would appear that about 600,000 users decided to load that image yesterday, and the service provider didn't quite like that.
600,000?
Apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's go and try to figure out what is going on there. We're going to try to figure out what is going on in the game. Let's go to CTF on the Arcaden.
Determined to get that changed. Are you going to write to Robert Bolin?
I'm going to go and I'm going to kick down the damn ball. Like I'm gonna go to that one guy of theirs, which is their Marine Corps guy.
Okay.
They're that guy that's been working with the Marines for like 15 years and now is like a consultant for
I mean, like you said, they actually get the Marines and all the professionals to actually assist them with the games, don't they? give him advice.
And the game is still ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, watching Prodigy now picks up the kill against Dizzy and just moving out a little bit. He is going to be AR. Fizz with the 2-piece though. 3-piece goes down, and that is all 4 down against mythiX.
Fizz is on an absolute rampage. He started off amazingly on Dome, played very, very well on Bootleg, and now he does it again on Arcaden. Absolutely astounding play. Has managed to follow up his first 3-piece, and it's continually just to storm through like a wildebeest.
Yeah, there we go. Mellow cleaning up against Diablo. I'm now watching Agony. Stuns. Oh, and he has actually seen Mellow in front of him. He was holding off. And will he get both of these? He doesn't get either of the kills with the Semtex, but he does manage to get them both with his gun. That's 4 down now against XTC. Really clever play from Agony. You could see both of those players, but played it very cleverly and held off and waited for the right moment to strike. Now mythiX on the counter cap, looking to take this flag home and get the first flag capture of the game. Watching Agony, and there we go, the flag gets run in. 3 minutes 45 left on the clock, so fairly early flag capture, as seems to be true with the previous game on Dome where we saw a very early flag capture.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's also an indication of you may have an amazing player that can individually score really, really high, can completely rake in the frags left, right, and center, but the enemy team may have a little bit better strategy, as we can see here from mythiX right now. We're continuing to just cap flags. 2 up already.
Yeah, so 2-0, so looking really strong here. And whoever wins this will be taking best of 5 to a 2-1 lead for their respective teams. Diablo holding middle map at the moment, engaging in gunfights. He has been stunned down Semtex, and he's really weak, but he's continuing to provide supporting fire for mythiX.
Oh, nice. My username is still here.
Oh, is that setting up on there?
Yeah, I'm just looking for statistics for the matches from yesterday, because they're on the elite servers.
Yeah, would be interesting to see. Agony, they're in a spot of trouble though. He is playing a little bit defensively now, waiting for his teammates to give him some sort of support so he can be unleashed and push up to that flag. It is Prodigy that is going to be able to do that. Here we go, Agony now pushing towards that green room, gets shut out by Dizzy. XTC finds himself in a little bit of trouble here. And the flag has been picked up once again. It's looking like this is going to go to a 3-0 lead for mythiX. Unless Mellow could have done something about it, which he cannot. Agony captures the flag once again, 3-0, and we're not even 3 minutes into round number 1. He captures the flag, Arcaden. Gonna switch over now, get a view for someone else. It's not going to be Prodigy though. I'd like to see Carnage whilst he is. I think you could say he's camping a little bit here. As soon as he sees someone run into his line of fire, he's going to make that kill and then push out. Here we go, and now he will move position. Will he get the 2-piece? No, he does not. Dizzy managed to outgun and get a 2-piece of his own. Taking a lot of damage there from Diablo. Semtex going out. Prodigy and Diablo now playing defensively. Prodigy's had to switch to his pistol there. Perhaps should just retreat and reload. Diablo getting behind his boxes. It looks like most of the mythic squad are actually right back in their own spawn, just playing really defensively here. Carnage getting shot out by Mellow. And with a 3-0 lead, I mean, you can sort of appreciate why they're doing this. But that said, Agony sneaks up behind Buzzbee, gets that knife kill, but Fizz answers back by taking him out. There's 1 minute 15 left on the clock. No big pushes on the mythic side. It's going to be probably a little bit more entertaining watching XTC in round number 2. To see what they're going to do about this lead that mythics currently have. They're going to have to capture 4 flags if they want to win this. 3 for the tie. So with 1 minute left on the clock now, the flag has been picked up once again for mythics. Really good support there by Prodigy. Final person alive for XTC, manages to kill the flag carrier, but Prodigy is on the hunt and has lost him. That has given XTC some time. So that was some really good play there.
Yeah, with 40 seconds on the clock. 3-0 off Prodigy.
It's a brilliant play from there, the double pistol kill. And there we go, flag has been captured 4-0 in round number 1. Still time for them to catch another, and Prodigy's going to try and do just that. Oh, doesn't make the kill against Fizz though, he's waiting right at the back with the ACR. Yeah, I can't see any more flag captures taking place in this game. Diablo with the possibility of picking up a nice little 2-piece there. Doesn't manage to kill either of those. He's going to look problematic still, only to get killed by Mellow. So that is going to be it for round number 1. 4-0 lead. Is that what you're expecting, Ainsworth?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. I was expecting Fizz to hold on towards his initial streak, getting his initial 3-piece, but he's already in. He's 10 on 10.
Yeah. So he's doing good for his team. He's certainly doing the best for his team at the moment. On the other side, though, Prodigy over double positive. So let's see what XTC can do. They are trailing by 4 flags at the moment. So I'm just going to quickly flick through all the players and see if they are all using SMG. So no, Fizz is going to be sticking with that ACR. But it would not surprise me if we see some aggressive play even from Fizz. Here we go, moving up. They've got so many flags that they need to capture here. They don't really have the option of defending at this stage. They're just going to have to risk it. Fizz pulling up those numbers, getting a nice 2-piece against Prodigy. Flag got pulled, but Agony on defense. Oh, and this flag is going to be pulled by Busby. They're going to try and run this middle map, the shortest route to their own flag. Stuns going out and connecting. So does the Semtex of Fizz, it would seem. Fizz is going to actually try and pick up this next flag. Unable to do so because Carnage is on defense, but that brings the scoreline to 4-1 to mythiX. So XTC getting back into this fairly early on. Maybe it was just this one dominant side on capture the flag that was assisting them so much. Going to continue to watch a Dizzy now as he does get shut out by Diablo. Fizz up top, providing the covering fire for his team. But they are going to all have to start playing a little bit more aggressively if they want to change the course of this game. They are 3 flags behind. There is time to actually come back from this. Fizz sees someone, oh, unable to make the kill, but that person is weak. Connects with the stun. Not the Semtex though. Trying to wallbang him. Doesn't pay off though. And there we go, that's 3 down against mythiX. Agony, the only one left alive.
Right now, XTC with 1 flag in their possession in total. And Dizzy trying to take it away. Fizz so far has been doing very, very well with the flag down in a horrible, horrible spot right in the middle of the arcade. And
that's going to be 4 down against XTC. And it's looking like mythiX might actually make another pull here. Stuns and Semtex go in though, preventing that from taking place. Going to watch Fizz a little bit more now. Oh, he does pick up the kill against Prodigy. That's now 3 down against mythiX. XTC needs to make the most of this temporarily. Got 4 down and the flag has been pulled. mythiX will be respawning, so it's going to be the supporting ARs that need to be doing a lot of work here. Unable to cease Diablo though. And the flag has been picked up. They are going to continue this push.
The question is it going to be enough? Is there enough time for XTC to pick up these rounds? 2 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock with 1 flag in their possession. They need 2 more caps. And there we go, as he says, managed to pick up a single, and that's going to put the score on 3-2. We actually have the potential here for XTC to come back slowly but steadily. Fizz, overlooking, has got himself the ACR. Will be able to control from long range. Overlooking, but not seeing.
So he is still sitting back a little bit there. Busby doing the exact same, so not the most entertaining player, I think it's fair to say.
No.
Just bringing up that scoreboard, there was someone on the mythiX squad doing amazingly there.
21-12 for Prodigy.
Yeah, so he's having a really good game. Carnage and Agony, though, picking up kills and looking to take that flag once again as we just switch over to mythiX Diablo. Oh, 3 down against mythiX now, and we could see another flag pull here. And let's have a look. Watching Prodigy's position in this corner. Dizzy shuts him out though. mythiX are trying to defend this as best they can. They do have that 4-2 lead at the moment. So let's continue to watch. Diablo with the stuns on the Semtex. So some good defensive play. Going to return that flag home.
Just in time as well. They need XTC need 2 more caps in order to balance this out. With 1 minute and 14 seconds on the clock, that is a lot of time, but isn't going to be enough. Carnage, will he be able to continue to defend? Dizzy is going on a rampage of his own, going 18-17. Defending here, Carnage gets 1, gets 2. Well defended.
Yeah, really good from Carnage and a nice little tag at the end there. But he does get killed by Busby eventually. With only a minute left on the clock, we're going to have to pull 2 flags if they do want to bring this to a tie. They've certainly not got time to pull 3.
Prodigy.
Wow, but with Prodigy doing shots like that, it's making it an impossible task for XTC. Let's have a look. And there's a bit of a team kill there. Carnage is looking at those stairs, doesn't manage to find anyone. Stuns going out, just trying to hold people off that flag.
Time's almost up.
Time is running out. Prodigy and Agony picking up kills though. No, there's certainly not going to be time for XTC to equalise, but they're going to continue nonetheless.
15 seconds remaining, 0-2, and that's going to put a Another notch in the side of mythiX's bedpost.
Yeah. So that's it. mythiX take that map. That's going to be 2-1 overall. You only need to win this next search and destroy, and they will advance into the winners bracket final. There's
the initial search and destroy play on Bootleg was actually quite substantial. I'm really interested if they can actually learn something from their mistakes from the previous time, because XTC came all the way back in the end, and that right there just looks so strange. S&D on, well, are we gonna make any bets in this one?
We tend to be kind of guessing.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be C-Town.
I'm gonna go for Carbon.
Okay.
I don't think we've seen Carbon in a while.
We haven't seen Carbon in a while. That's a good point, but so, I think it's C-Town.
Okay. Well, we'll soon find out anyway. But Search and Destroy, the previous one, very close. It was a big comeback from XTC. mythiX were actually winning it 3-1. Brought the scoreline back to 3-3 going into the final round and managed to win 4-3. Yep. It really could go either way on this Search and Destroy.
Yep. And S&D being pulled out of the top hat. Look at that, 27. Oh.
Yeah, so here's leading. So you've been playing a few public games. I saw you when I came down and sat in this chair. How are those going for you?
Well, I don't have my mouse and keyboard controllers. I don't have a mouse and keyboard spoofer here. So
all I saw, I sat down and I just saw a stealth bomber going over the top of it.
It's like, oh, that's not good. Kill streaks are silly.
Yeah, it looks like the swapping over host here, though. But yes, we're still unclear on what this map is going to be for you guys. Just make sure we've got the invite whilst they are setting that up.
There we go.
Carbon.